Welcome to the I Can Do Anything podcast. My name is Colin, and today I'm going to be talking about probably NBA basketball with my good friend Adison Daub. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? How we doing?
Pretty good.
Nice.
I got a backyard out there. I'm doing a bunch of shit back there, trying to make this fire pit.
I know, I saw it.
Oh, that's right. You did just see it,
Yes.
didn't you? All right, let's talk about basketball.
Say it was a nice day, though, to do some yard work.
I know, but because of basketball, I wasn't out there. It was
Boom.
a beautiful
Nice
day,
transition.
and there were basketball games on, so I couldn't pull myself outside when there were two really good games on. The Bucks didn't play very well.
No. I don't know. Giannis didn't have a good game. Al Horford is a great defender.
Al Horford is a very good defender.
He had, I don't know, it was like
But-
third quarter he had 5 blocks, 4 of them were on Giannis. He blocked him twice, I think, on one play.
I mean, I think he had a great defensive game, and he is generally a good defender. It's just funny that I guess the playoffs are really interesting because it creates a lot of storylines, even though there's like very few games on from a day to day.
Yeah.
Like throughout the regular season, there's like probably an average of like 5 to 6 games on every night, and some nights there's 2, but some nights there's 10. Most nights there's like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like there's tons of storylines that come out of, depending on who's playing, but I guess the playoffs are just really magnified. Like you see all this stuff happen.
Yeah, these games are actually like meaningful. I mean,
Yeah,
a lot of the
well,
regular season games
I guess
don't really
that makes sense.
mean as much.
Yeah, Giannis didn't play very well. I didn't even realize that Marcus Smart wasn't playing.
Yeah, he's been out for a while. I think that helps him just
I never really realized.
because earlier in the year, like the rotations weren't right. Like some guys weren't getting enough time to like get in a flow, and they even came out and said like, I think it was Jaylen Brown and somebody else and Terry Rozier both. I think were kind of complaining and talking about how it's impossible to get in a flow, and you only play like 18 minutes, and it's like 9 minutes and 9 minutes and a half.
Yeah, I guess.
And so like
But Denver does it. Denver's playing 9 people in the playoffs
that's stupid.
pretty consistently.
I don't.
They played 9 guys played over 10 minutes. Mason Plumlee played the least last night against the Spurs. He played like just over 10 minutes, and then they had 3 guys play like around like 13 to 17 minutes. And,
Were they anybody in foul trouble or anything? No.
I don't remember, but I think Jokic had finished with 5, or maybe that was today's game. Somebody finished with 5.
Steph Curry finished with 5 fouls today.
Okay, so let's pick a game, I guess, and
We're talking
from last night, Spurs
last night's-
and Nuggets. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched both of them.
That was a great game. It was just like the game before. San Antonio was down
And
most of the game,
they
and
had
then
a
they
chance
came
to-
back in around that same time period, like late third into the fourth.
Yeah.
They went on like a 15-2 or 15-4 run, something like that, between like over like a 6-minute stretch, and they made it a game. And I thought they were going to win it at the end. Bryn Forbes went on that breakaway and dunked it to cut it to 1, I think.
Yeah.
But then why the fuck didn't the Spurs foul at the end of the game?
I don't
Jokic
know.
got that rebound.
When it was a 4-point game with like 20 seconds left.
Yeah, with like 22 seconds
people
left.
were saying that he couldn't hear him, but I don't
they
know
couldn't
why,
hear who?
Like
Popovich?
Aldridge, I guess, couldn't hear him. And I think Aldridge kind of packed it in. I don't know if Aldridge really wanted to play.
Yeah, I was sitting here watching it on replay on League Pass, and
Because Popovich is on the floor.
the game ended. I was like, "What the fuck were they doing?" So I rewinded it to see if Popovich was telling him to foul, and he was. He was like yelling at. Was it Aldridge who was on the ball?
And then Patty Mills was in the corner, or
right by him,
somebody
like
else
on the wing,
no,
right by
that
him.
White for Devin White.
Derek White?
Derek White, yeah, he was in the corner like screaming too. And it's like you might as well somebody's got to foul him. Like if you hear.
But they should have fouled him on the rebound.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Or at least trap for 5 seconds, try to get a
Yeah.
steal, and then foul.
Like it's even if he hits both free throws, it's a 2-possession game with 18 seconds.
Well, you can't
left.
not foul. I mean,
Yeah, I don't understand why you don't. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, it's interesting.
Even
it does seem like they were just like, all right, we lost this one.
yeah, you would think even You shouldn't need a coach to tell you to foul in that situation.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Especially when you're an
even if
all-star.
you couldn't hear him,
Why don't
like you're down 4 and they can just run the clock out. Like why? What are you doing? Oh, they couldn't run the clock out. There was like a 2 or 3 second difference between the shot.
They got
and
the
game
rebound
clock.
with like
But
3
still,
seconds left.
You could put a shot up right at the same way. I think Murray took it. On the wing, he put a shot up like right before the buzzer, and by the time they rebounded it, they didn't even get a fucking shot off.
Yeah, it's stupid. I saw it. I
thought the Spurs were gonna win that series.
I was hoping they would. I wanted to
Why?
see. I just like Popovich.
It would have been cool to see Aldridge versus the Blazers.
Yeah, and it's just, I don't know. It's just fun with Popovich because he's going to be done here in a couple years probably.
Yeah.
And it's just still crazy how he's able
When
to
do
get
you
a team.
think
I don't think
Popovich retires?
I thought he'd be done after. Like Ginobili and
Yeah.
Tony Parker were done.
I thought last year would have been his last year, especially
know.
with those guys retiring and with his wife dying last year.
Yeah,
it would have made a lot of sense.
I could see him 2 years because he's old. He's probably he's 72, I bet.
Yeah, he's
70.
probably in his 70s. Yeah,
And he's had some health problems in the past year or two.
Has he?
Yeah.
I know they were just talking that D'Antoni was just in the hospital a little while ago. The Rockets coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem. I guess a lot of these coaches are like kind of old. I'm trying to think of other people. Brett Brown probably seems like he's in his 50s.
He might be on his way out though.
Yeah.
If the Sixers don't win,
okay, let's talk about that game.
If the Sixers don't win and make it to the Eastern Conference Finals at least, because they went all out this year to basically do it.
Pretty much.
Because they traded it for everybody, like Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler.
Tobias Harris is a free agent.
Yeah, they'll both be like they're gonna maybe
is
sign.
Jimmy Butler a free agent too?
Yeah.
Oh,
both
wow.
of those are. So basically, they went all out for like 2 rental pieces possibly. So,
yeah, Jimmy Butler could not fucking guard Kawhi last night.
No, Kawhi gave him everything.
Was that last night?
Yeah, it was
yesterday.
yesterday. Yeah. But if that team doesn't make it to the finals at least, they probably blow. They can't. I don't blow it up, but they
to
probably
to the Eastern Conference Finals
yeah,
or to the
or
NBA
even to
Finals?
the NBA. I don't know. It's either one. I think
I think if they're competitive in the Eastern Conference Final,
he keeps his job.
then he keeps his job because
Okay.
that's further than they went last year.
Yeah, but still,
Even if they make it to the Eastern Conference Final.
Yeah, I don't know. I just could see him getting fired because there's a lot of the stuff I was listening to. People were saying about how he was getting out coached in the first series and everything. So,
By the Nets?
yeah, by the Atkinson.
Yeah, I think Atkinson.
Atkinson. Can't remember his name. Danny Atkinson sounds familiar.
But who else? Who the Celtics coach whose name is escaping me right now is
Brad Stevens.
Yeah, is young as fuck. He's in his 30s.
He's great. He's probably best coach in the NBA. Honestly.
Well, no, Popovich is the best.
Yeah,
coach
well,
in the NBA.
outside of Pop.
Budenholzer has been really good this year too.
Yeah,
What do
Nick
you
Nurse
think
is good too.
There's a lot of candidates for Coach of the Year this year.
Yeah,
I think it'll be Doc Rivers again this year.
You think he'll get it?
Probably.
I could see Budenholzer getting it just because it's his first year there and to have the best record in the NBA.
I think those two will finish top 2.
Yeah, and I think Nurse would probably be in there. And then
I think the Raptors thing is interesting because they played really well last night. And it seems like they'll probably beat the Sixers.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty easily.
Dude, that Paul Gasol.
I don't know.
Paul
Game's
Gasol.
hard to tell, but
That trade for Paul Gasol was huge. For
yeah,
them. Not
yeah.
Paul Gasol, Marc Gasol.
Yeah, the Raptors thing is interesting because you don't really know. Like, there's so many things that have changed since last year. Like, they got a new coach. DeMar DeRozan is gone and is now Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Who's better?
Yeah.
You got I just said that you got a new coach.
Danny Green starts for him.
Yeah, there's just like a lot of new pieces. The Gasol addition, and it's really not like if they go to the finals now, and LeBron's gone.
Yeah, they're the team. They're another team that
So
went all
it's
out
like-
for this 1 year.
It's like they could have probably. I think the Kawhi piece helps a lot. I don't
Yeah.
think Nick Nurse makes a difference.
You know, okay.
I don't think the coach. It's the NBA, dude. Like
That's
the
true.
coach matters,
Yeah,
but
it doesn't matter as
at
much.
the same time, if they would have made all these different acquisitions and LeBron left and Dwayne Stevens was still the coach, they'd be in the same position.
Yeah, the big
Dwayne Stevens is a great coach. He got the fucking Pistons to
Yeah.
the playoffs. Now they only got into the playoffs because the Cavs they just took the Cavs spot because the playoffs were all the same 7 teams and then the Pistons were in it instead of the Cavs.
Okay.
So, oh no, that's not true. The Nets
The Nets took
weren't
somebody,
in it last year either.
The Heat were the Heat in it last year? Yeah, the Heat were in it last year. They weren't in it this year.
They who was the 8th? Oh, the Pistons were the 8th seed.
Yeah.
They beat the Heat out in the last like couple games.
Yeah, the Heat and the Hornets both.
Yeah.
No, the big thing when it comes to coaching, that's what like Brad Stevens is so great, is because like after timeout plays.
Yeah.
That's basically
he drew up a couple.
He's like
in the game today.
That's what everyone says, like his players and everything.
Jokic did that point. They got I think it was late in the fourth, maybe with like 3 or 4 minutes in the fourth. And they ran out of a timeout. They ran an alley-oop for Gary Harris, and Jokic threw the pass, and then like looked at his bench and pointed at the coach.
Yeah,
he's been really good. When there was a clip of him on, Inside the NBA on TNT after, I think it was after they lost Game 6. He like broke down like the box score and like was talking about the game, and they played like a little like 2-minute clip of him, and he was brilliant, man. Like he just dissected the whole game, and they were like, well, that's a pretty good summary of what happened. I don't
yeah.
I don't know
I think
what
I
else
saw
to say.
that.
Yeah. He's Mike Malone's a really good coach.
I was gonna bring him up because he was the Western All-Star coach, or whatever team, one of the teams, Team LeBron maybe.
There's something really stupid though about us saying that all these guys are good coaches when their teams are good, like, because they could be good. Yeah. Like there's a lot of good coaches in the NBA. All these coaches are good, but like the Phoenix Suns just don't have players.
They have players, young play, kind of. Their owner sucks.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing is their owner and their and their GM.
But like, would we be calling Mike Malone a good coach if you coached the
Suns, maybe?
The Suns.
Probably not. I don't know. Anybody can go there and probably win.
Is anybody calling the Knicks coach, what's his name?
Fizdale?
Yeah, is anybody calling Fizdale a good coach this year? But then 3 years from now, when they've got a bunch of players, when possibly Irving and Durant go there, and then they draft Zion, then he'll be a good coach.
That's like the Steve Kerr effect. Yeah. That's what Mark Jackson.
What any coach that plays for LeBron, either, I don't know, maybe that's not true, because either if they win, LeBron gets the credit, and if they lose, the coach gets fired.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The LeBron situation. If you're coaching LeBron, you don't get any credit really. Ty Lue is the only one that's got some credit.
All right, let's talk about the Lakers.
Oh boy. This is probably the farthest we've ever made into a podcast,
that's true.
An episode without talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, it's good. It's probably a good thing. Yeah. I told myself I was going to stop talking about them.
Yeah, that was in my mind up here on when I was driving up here.
Don't talk about the Lakers.
I was like, I wonder if we'll just go.
Well, we haven't talked about the Lakers situation because I haven't seen you in like a month or something like that.
Yeah, it's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I've been up here.
Oh well. Yeah, it has.
It was like we
did an episode, the Elite 8 Sweet 16 weekend, so that would have been like 3 or 4 weeks ago. So what do you make of the firing of Bill Walton?
You mean Luke Walton?
Luke Walton. Then the hiring in Sacramento, and then the allegations, the sex allegations in Sacramento, which obviously were from the Warriors days. And then Magic leaving.
No, it was from his Laker days, I thought, because it was like 2017.
The thing I read said that it was while he was an assistant coach on the Warriors.
Oh, okay. But it was first made public or something in 2017.
Oh, was it? Or
something in 2000.
I thought she like just accused him.
I think she just finally came out or something about it. I don't know exactly. I didn't really read too much about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if it's really true. It's hard to say.
This girl is a like a sideline reporter, like a contributor for.
Yeah.
I think she worked for the Warriors, like NBC or Sportsnet or whatever in Oakland, or I don't fucking know. Maybe it was in LA, but she's a TV personality or TV reporter. So it's not like she doesn't have an income. You know, it's not like
she's probably trying to make money off of it.
I don't know.
It's just weird how like his name was already out there in the public, and then like a big week where.
Yeah, and then it comes out.
And then it kind of comes out.
Yeah.
It's just odd. I don't know, though. I mean, I didn't really read about it.
But anyway, so basketball. What do you... I don't... Again, we've been talking about coaching. I don't know that... Like, the reason that they sucked was because LeBron got hurt for a whole month, right in the
Yeah.
the heart of the season.
And
It
then
had nothing to do with who the coach was. Obviously, I'm not around the team.
no, and then they
But, like,
try to trade everybody, and all the players were sad.
Yeah, all these
they didn't
little
wanna-
fucking
and
kids
they
were
didn't-
sad about
yeah,
it.
and then they
Oh,
didn't
you
wanna
wanted
play.
to get rid of me.
Yeah,
It's so stupid.
I know. And then it basically after that, the season was over.
Yeah, and okay, then what about Magic quitting?
I don't know if it's true, but
Resigning.
it's the thing on Twitter supposedly that came out.
Yeah.
He tweeted something weird, like about his tweet read, "Everything comes to light" with like a smiley emoji.
When was this?
Like this past week. It was a
Okay.
couple days ago, and there were rumors on the Twitter sphere that Plinka and Jeannie Buss, right? Yeah, would email each other all the time and talking like shit about Magic. And one time she accidentally like CC'd him, so like a private copy or a hidden copy that
Yikes.
sent to him.
How do you accidentally do
I
that?
don't know, but
You're talking shit about somebody
Yeah.
and you CC him on the email?
because
And why would you email back and forth about that?
No, because they're
Text.
I don't know,
Or just do it in person.
or just
like those are high profile people. You think that people can't just get access to your email if they need to?
I don't know, man.
That's funny.
Because I was listening to like I listened to the Herd a lot, and Colin's got some sources or something that were talking about when Plinka would come into the offices, and half the time Magic wasn't there because Magic's just doing all sorts of other stuff.
Yeah.
This was just like a side gig for him, and Plinka would come in and be like, "Oh, where's Magic today?" and like make a big scene about it all the time, like. And so I guess Plinka and Magic didn't like each other either.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's a
because they're
wild-
always sitting there together at games.
The whole
and
thing's a shit show. It's just a joke. The whole thing's a joke.
That's funny. It's funny that such grown adults could be so
Stupid.
just like high school kids.
Yeah. Their egos are just too big, probably.
Yeah, and Magic, that's funny because I never really even thought about it, but you do see Magic at just all different kinds of sporting events, like just random places. He went to a bunch of the Michigan State games during the NCAA tournament, which,
And during the summer, during like free agency, he will go like on. He's got his yacht and he does a family trip for a whole month in like the middle of the summer.
well, yeah, that's what you do.
That's not what
when you have a yacht.
Yeah, but that's not what GMs and president of basketball operations do.
Yeah, you could do it from the yacht. You can't handle business in the mornings.
How do you go to meetings when you're on a yacht?
Fucking Skype. FaceTime.
I don't know, man. If Kevin Durant wants to meet me face to face, and I'm like, nah, dude, I got this vacation.
Yeah, I'm on a yacht.
Yeah, I'm on
Sorry.
a yacht. You
No,
can
yeah, I mean, I think it's smart for him. Like, if I was as rich as that guy, I wouldn't. I
Why
would have stopped
I don't-
working a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't even know why you'd want to be doing this if you're that much money.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
You got a family and shit,
Yeah,
and you fucking beat AIDS
yeah.
or HIV, whatever the fuck he beat.
He still got it technically.
I guess he never had AIDS. He had
HIV, but yeah,
he
he's just got
has
the money
so
where he
much
can
goddamn money that he can
afforded
pay
all the
yeah.
medicine. Good for him.
I would have stopped working a long time ago.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, being a GM would be fucking fun, maybe.
It'd be fun until
But there's a lot of pressure. and-
until you fuck up a draft pick and
Yeah,
you
dude,
lose your
It would
job.
be so hard to. I mean, there's some obvious ones like Zion's pretty obvious.
And Ja
What
Morant
about the
and-
Suns? What do you? Okay, let's talk about that. What do you think about the Suns? I saw a report that the Suns would go with Morant over
Zion if they had first one.
If they had first,
You still got to take Zion.
that's what I'm saying.
Because if you
Like,
don't, you
it's
don't want to be
so
the guy.
obvious.
You don't want to be the guy.
Like, if you miss on Zion, if they draft Zion first, and let's say he ends up not being good, like everybody's gonna just say, "Oh, I mean, how could you not?"
yeah, you had to take him.
Yeah, and if they take Ja Morant and he's just not
And
good,
Zion's like Michael Jordan
It's
or
just
LeBron.
gonna-
in
yeah,
10 years. You don't
exactly.
want to be the guy that messed that up.
that's what's gonna fucking happen. The Suns are incompetent as fuck, like you
Yeah,
said. Their
oh,
owners are stupid.
Their owner
Their owner
an idiot.
is stupid. I don't know anything, but that's funny.
It was who? There's a big time. There's a player this past week that played for the Suns for a while. I can't remember who it was. Tweeted about pleading the owner to sell the team because they fired that coach already after 1 year. It's a crazy stat. Booker's been in the league 5 years, and this will be like his 5th head coach.
Oh wow.
It's impressive.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the right word.
I mean,
but-
it's impressive in a bad way.
Yeah, that's funny. They were. what was the city council or something like that, or maybe it was the team in Phoenix was, they wanted to build a new arena. And I was just listening to somebody talk about this the other day. They wanted to build a new arena, and they wanted the city to pay for it, like taxpayers to pay for it.
Was this old lady there and start yelling at me?
Yeah. And they like basically said like, we're not like, we don't need a professional basketball team. Like our city will be just fine without the fucking Suns.
That's bad. That's bad. I don't. If I'm Phoenix,
and they really would, dude. Phoenix is fucking cool. I was just there.
Yeah.
That was like a month ago.
Yeah, like the Arizona Cardinals are pretty irrelevant too. So like Phoenix is not really a sports town. Is there anything else? What else is in Phoenix?
There's a really
team.
nice there's a golf tournament, a PGA golf tournament that goes through there. That's a really nice venue, I think.
The Wasteland
in Scottsdale.
Yeah, it's like the Wasteland Classic every year.
I don't know why I called a golf course a venue.
I don't know.
I guess it could be a venue for something.
Golf.
Yeah, it's a venue for golf.
Exactly.
Okay, so what about the game 1 of the Warriors and the Rockets? Any takeaways?
I think the Warriors win the series.
Yeah, probably.
The game was not that great. It played game.
No,
Kevin Durant played really well, but outside that, no one played well.
I fell asleep for a little bit.
I took a nap in the second quarter too.
I think I fell asleep through like the second quarter into the early.
It was
fourth
like the
quarter.
fourth quarter was good, but it was like sloppy, not well played basketball. A lot of missed shots, a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, and that game was close. The game before it, the Celtics and the Bucks wasn't close at all.
Like 22.
Kyrie was really goddamn good.
Yeah, dude.
I hope he goes.
I hope he goes to the Lakers so bad. So bad.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. Yeah, that would be really cool.
Awesome. Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, this free agency is going to be really interesting, man. But the playoffs, are
this is
for the
honestly,
most part have been pretty damn good.
Yeah, this is honestly when it comes to the NBA playoff basketball, it's probably the most playoff basketball I've watched. Because I always watch the Cavs games, and then I would kind of like watch the other ones, but not as much. And now that I really don't have anybody to root for, so I'm unbiased, so I watch all the games.
Watching a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I would say I wouldn't mind seeing. I just want to see anybody pretty much except the Warriors win. So
yeah,
I'm rooting for the Trailblazers, hopping on Damian Lillard's bandwagon.
Yeah, dude. How about that shit?
Oh yeah, I want to talk about that series with OKC and that whole situation too.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Damian Lillard first.
Okay,
the man deserves the respect. Talk first.
Yeah. You're right.
That
dude,
37-footer that he hit, I missed it because I was asleep.
Yeah, me too.
I was pissed because I woke up to them screaming and I was like, "What just happened?" They showed it. I was like, wow.
I watched it in the morning and just saw a highlight of it first and then went back and watched the game. But
he's fucking good.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Offensively, he's
really good. He's really good.
He's got the purest jump shot I think I've ever seen. It's so pure. Because when his shot will hit the back of the rim and the net won't move.
Clay's is like that. Clay's like when you watch him shoot it, just like that looks so awesome.
Yeah.
But Damian is a lot more fluid. Like Clay looks like a lot more like
Clay
he's set a lot more like Clay is the perfect form every shot. Like he doesn't really shoot like leaners and fadeaways and
he's got like the perfect stream.
Yeah. His legs are always really wide,
perfectly
and
square.
He goes up and comes right back down. But Damian hits like some really difficult shots. That game.
He was 8 of 12 from 30 to 40 feet in that series. He shot
8 of 12 from 30 to 40 feet
in that series. And they said he
holy shit
on the season. He was like
that's really impressive.
On the season, he was above a 30% shooter from 30 to 40 feet.
Do casual basketball fans realize how far away 30 feet is?
Yeah, it's
how
a long
difficult
way.
it is to be that consistent.
It's a long way
shooting from that far away from a basket.
Yeah, like Paul George said that was a bad shot. I was like, dude, that's not a bad shot. It's not a bad shot for 2 guys, maybe 3 in the NBA. Everyone else is a bad shot.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you're shooting 33% on the season from 30 feet, and then you're 8 of 12 in the series,
his shot really does look so beautiful.
It's so pure. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But like if you're shooting that great from that, like that's fine. Like okay, that's a normal shot for him.
And he's something he works on. He said it in the press conference, which is that's awesome that he works on that shot.
Yeah.
I'd love to be in the goddamn NBA, man.
Can you
Just
imagine?
hang
I miss
out,
it so much.
fucking play basketball.
When I'm at work, like working, doing a regular person job,
yeah,
I'm thinking in my head like NBA players right now are in the gym working. That's their job.
Yep.
That sounds so incredible. Just shooting basketball for a living.
Yeah. You just wake up and start exercising the whole day, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely not the
like
whole
it's
day.
like the
but
whole running thing and sprints sounds terrible, but at the same time, it sounds awesome.
not if you were making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Fuck it,
Oh.
dude. I'll run.
And you're shooting jumpers all the time. Oh man, that sounds great. And now you don't really work on defense. You just got to be an athlete.
Yeah, they probably work on defense.
I don't
They don't, not through the year.
No,
like
I don't
in training camp. I'm sure that they do.
Yeah, like 5-on-5 type stuff. I'm talking like guys during the summer and stuff doing their private workouts. Nobody's doing defensive slides. You're telling me a guy does defensive slides as a summer workout program?
I bet like for conditioning purposes, they like do stuff where they're shuffling.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
because that's a different kind of stamina. Like it takes like your quads.
Takes
You gotta build up some stamina for your quads to be able to just be squatted like that.
And what's awesome
for a long time.
What would be awesome at these private workouts is like most of the time these guys probably have their own trainer.
Yeah.
So all you do is just shoot, and they just get your rebound, and then they pass it to you.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like when you're during the summer, if you wanted to work out, if you didn't have a
by
gun,
yourself.
you miss it and clink it off, and it happens 5 times. You chase the ball 5 times.
Even if you have a gun, you fucking put the net all the way up on the gun, and then 7 balls still bounce all over the place, and you got to stop your workout to go pick up all the balls. Yeah, whenever I use the gun, I just wheel the whole fucking ball cart out there and have it right next to me. Yeah.
I mean, all over the court.
I just won't pick up the balls until I like have it's like there's barely or until all the shitty brown balls are left on the rack.
Oh,
all the older ones that are all worn down.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about OKC though.
Okay.
All right. What do they do? Do you blow it up at some point? You can't fire Billy Donovan.
This is interesting. Yeah,
you can't fire Billy Donovan.
Why not?
They just signed him to like a 4-year extension last year.
Okay.
Or he's signed through like 2024.
So you
can't fire him unless you want to pay a lot of money. Paul George just signed a long extension. What do you want to do? Trade him, which would be great. You could trade him, but like that's terrible if you're a small market. You can't trade an all-star, a superstar.
No.
You know
if it's
I mean?
anybody, they got to get rid of Russ.
Yeah, that's why I'm just
going to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just going through the options. All right, you can get rid of Russ, like trade him.
I don't think anything
but you can't really do that.
fixes the problem unless Russ is gone.
Oh yeah. Or Russ just completely changes his style of play, which will never happen.
Kevin Durant out of town.
Yeah,
he got Paul George to sign, and then Paul George was playing great in those last 2 games, and he just shoot some crazy layup.
I'm gonna go 12 of 34 and shoot 10 more, like 11 more shots to the guy that was gonna finish third in MVP voting.
He had, I think, in that final game, Russ finished with like 20 something.
He took 34 shots.
34 shots. Took 11 less, or he took 11 more shots than Paul George.
Maybe it was more.
And Paul George had like 8 more points.
Paul George went 14 of 20, so maybe he took 12 of 31. Maybe it was 12 of 31.
And Paul George had 36.
Yeah, and he took like 20 shots.
Yeah, And I get it that it's his team and it's his fucking town or whatever, but
you're just never gonna win.
Give the fucking ball up, dude.
It's not gonna work. You're never gonna win.
Yeah.
The whole triple double thing is the most overrated thing of all time now.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
They gave him an MVP on it, and he's done it the last 2 years, and they're like, okay, maybe it's not that impressive because you don't actually win games by doing it.
Yeah, and you see triple doubles every night now.
Yeah.
Like Jokic.
Not every night, but during the regular season, you do.
Yeah, but like Jokic almost averaged a triple double in the first round of the playoff series.
He's been really fucking good.
Yeah, but that's why I'm just saying, like, the whole triple double thing's stupid. I don't care about those anymore. Not impressed. Not impressed.
I mean, it's still impressive.
It's impressive, but it's not impressive when you're Russ and you have the ball in your hands all the time, and everyone boxes out, and all you do is go get the rebound.
Yeah, or 4 of your rebounds are off free throws where no one's one's doing anything.
Yeah. And there's a stat. Let me pull this stat up. It was before the final 2 games in that playoff series of his last 18 playoff games, and it showed like his field goals attempted and points, and it's bad, like really.
While you pull that up, this portion of the I Can Do Anything podcast is made possible by Bragg's Organic Apple Cider Vinegar. I like to endorse products that I use every day and find beneficial to my overall well-being, and Bragg's Organic Apple Cider Vinegar is just that. I drink it with breakfast in the morning, and I actually haven't drank it in a long time because it's pretty fucking disgusting.
I know what you mean. I actually would drink it too sometimes.
But yeah, I try to do it as much as I can. It really clears your system out and gives you a little jolt. It's like this. It like does something weird to your stomach.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
When you take it,
Makes
it
it tingly,
kind of wakes you up a little bit.
It's kind of like a shot of
and it's
alcohol.
not like that artificial shot like energy drinks. You won't crash because of it. Bragg's Organic Apple Cider Vinegar is USDA organic and naturally gluten-free and made from the finest, delicious, most delicious, healthy, organically grown apples. Raw apple cider vinegar is full of zesty natural goodness and contains the amazing it really is zesty. That's the perfect fucking word for it. Mother of vinegar, which occurs naturally as connected. Wow, I'm so bad at reading right now. Which occurs naturally as connected strand. Oh, there's a typo. That's why. Strand-like chains. Who fucking wrote this, Daub? Did you type this?
Nah, dude. Not me.
Strand-like chains of protein enzyme molecules and is highly regarded throughout history. It also adds healthy, delicious flavors to salads, veggies, and most foods. I've never put it on salads. That kind of sounds gross.
Yeah, it sounds
Visit
disgusting.
bragg.com. That's bragg.com. Original health stores established 1912. Okay. What is your Russell Westbrook stat?
Oh, okay, that's what we were talking about. I was so intrigued by your...
Yeah, you forgot what you were...
Yeah. All right, so in Russ's this was his last 15 playoff games up until like I think maybe the final 2 in that series.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna read every stat line. All right.
Wait, say that again. It says what?
What?
This stat is what?
His last 15 playoff games.
Okay.
These are his stat
right, I'm
lines.
with you.
Just his points and like field goals made and attempted.
Okay.
And he was 3-12 in these playoff games.
All
right.
Jesus.
14 points on 5 of 21 from the field. 33 points, 11 of 22 from the field. Only game that he's above
11
50.
of 22, that's 50.
That's
yeah,
the only.
fine.
This is the only one he's above 50 on.
Okay.
Okay. 14
Okay.
points, 5 of 20.
Oh,
24
God.
points, 8 of 17. 46 points, 18 of 43. Damn, that's terrible.
Yeah.
45.
43 fucking shots, dude.
Yeah. That was it. I can't.
What did Kevin Durant
Oh, he's got another one that's just as bad.
Keep
It's
going.
actually okay.
Keep going.
45, 17 of 39, 23 on 7 of 18, 14 on 5 of 17, 19 on 7 of 19, 29, 10 of 25, 47, 15 on 34,
10 of
15 of 34,
25.
35, 10 of 28, 32 points, 11 of 24, almost got to 50%. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before,
This-
I mean, in the 40s is
All right,
fine.
This one was Game 7, the elimination game when they lost to the Jazz. And Donovan Mitchell played in the whole series.
These are 15 last playoff games.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay.
I think this was.
Yeah.
So was that a Game 7 that he lost, or was that a
No,
game?
it was
that
game
Game
6.
Okay.
Because I read this. I know. Go ahead.
51 points, 17 of 43.
Oh, 51.
17 of 43 though. I think he took like 20 shots in the fourth quarter. Because Paul George was like 2 of 14 that game. And then the final one, 22 points, 6 of 23 from the field.
I feel like I wrote that one down too from my last podcast. Was that 2018 against the Jazz?
Yeah.
I have Game 6, 46 points.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, this is some the NBA Central.
That's
It's bad.
It's horrible, dude.
That's incredible.
He needs to Russell Westbrook needs to look at himself in the fucking mirror.
He did say
this
that
summer.
in his post game news conference.
Did he?
Yeah, he said it starts with me. Like this summer when I go like everything.
Oh, good for him.
But he says he does
Seriously.
that. He says he looks at himself in the mirror every offseason. And he's
Is it like a rust? Is it like a cloudy mirror?
I don't fucking know, man.
Is his
It's
mirror
bad.
like? It's like a one-way mirror, so you just
Probably just like looks and doesn't see himself.
yeah. Does he need to put contacts in? Does he wear
Maybe he doesn't wear glasses.
Maybe those glasses that he wears don't have
Did you see that
frames or
thing about
lenses in
Steph
them.
Curry?
Yeah, that's funny.
Wasn't like wearing glasses and then went to eye doctor and they're like, yeah, dude, you need glasses.
So Kevin Durant in game 6 against the Clippers scored 50 points on 26 shots. What did Russell Westbrook? 51 points on 43 shots.
Yeah.
That's funny, man.
And he had 47
shots.
points earlier on 43 shots. Again, can you imagine shooting 86 shots in 2 games? That's incredible. That's a lot of shots.
I want to look at the box score from the. I know that I know that Harden shot a horrible percentage today against the Warriors.
He started off in that one game against the Jazz like 0-15.
Harden had 35 points, was 9 of 28, 32% from the field, 4 of 16 from fucking 3-point, 25% from 3, shot 14 free throws, 6 assists, 4 turnovers, 4 rebounds.
Eric Gordon played pretty well today.
Yeah, he hit some big shots down the stretch there to keep it close. A 3 from the wing that was pretty deep.
At one point in that game, the biggest player was Kevin Durant on the court. And it was all guards.
Yeah.
And then the Rockets' biggest player was PJ Tucker.
That's funny.
It's crazy. That's the definition of small ball. When your
kidding.
lineup is Chris Paul, James Harden, Gerald Green, I think was out there, Eric Gordon, and PJ Tucker. That's impressive.
Well, yeah. It's because the Warriors the Warriors started, well, they didn't start it, but the Warriors are the best at small ball.
Oh yeah.
But Durant's 7 foot.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's just not
he's just not
traditional
really,
7-footer.
Yeah, that's because so the Rockets are able to do that because like if they were playing Denver or Toronto, who have legit bigs, like they wouldn't work.
Yeah, Clint Capella would have to be in there.
I'm really excited for this Nuggets Blazers series. That'll be really good.
Yeah,
it'll be really good. No, Denver is fun to watch, man.
I
really like them.
Yeah, I didn't watch much of a lot of the Spurs Denver series just because it was kind of boring.
Yeah,
I don't think none of the games
it's the best
were really,
series in the first round.
Well, it went 7, but a lot of the games weren't very close. I thought it was mostly kind of controlled.
Game 6 was close. Denver led the whole way, and then same thing as Game 7. The Spurs went on a run.
Yeah, I watched that one. They ended up winning by 15,
it.
didn't they? I'm pretty sure.
I think it was
away.
7 or 8,
okay,
but still, it was probably not that close.
That's 10:30 tomorrow night.
Yeah. I can't fucking stay up that late, man.
I've been struggling for the second games, man. I fall asleep half the time on my couch at like 12 o'clock, and I wake up when the game's over.
And you work, second shift?
I work at 11. I go 11 to 7, but I wake up at like 8, so I go lift and stuff before I go to work.
Oh, okay.
Try to be an adult instead of sleeping until like 10, you know?
I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because then I like to, especially right now, like I'd rather, like I get off at 7. I don't want to go work out after work or do anything because I just want to go straight home and watch the playoffs.
It's far too late.
Well, I just want to go home and watch the playoffs.
Yeah. All right. What else? So the next games.
Yeah. Who's tomorrow? Besides the Denver, Portland,
Sixers, Raptors, and then Blazers, Nuggets.
Okay.
8 and 10:30. Damn. All right. What you got? Any notes that we haven't covered yet?
Maybe. Let me look. I think we covered it all. Philly situation. Oh, Celtics over Bucks. You think the Celtics win that series, or do you think? The Bucks,
I think the Celtics win it now.
I think the Celtics come out of the East. I believe that the Celtics are going to come out of the East to begin with. I think I honestly think they're the best team.
Just on Saturday, I predicted that the Bucks would win in 6, but that changes things quite a bit. Winning game 1 on the road.
Yeah,
the way that they
dominated
won it.
Too. Yeah, wasn't close. I just feel like Celtics are just better.
They are.
The Bucks are good because they play so hard. They're one of those teams in the regular season, like they play extremely hard. And Giannis, like you can't, like if you're playing him, you don't really have time to game plan for him. So like in the series,
that's a good point.
Brad Stevens will be able to put some game plan together because you can change.
And they really did. They walled him off. Like he couldn't. he really couldn't drive. I think Hubie Brown was calling that game, and he said something about the points in the paint where it was like far lower for the Bucks than it normally is.
And they're like Russ will let you play a little more defensively, be more physical, because Al Horford was pushing him around a little bit and not letting him get to the spots. Like in the regular season, he's going to get that foul called or just overpower people because they don't want to foul him, you know.
Yeah.
And I think obviously it's easier to change up things defensively and adjust on the fly, or in a 7-game series defensively. No, offensively, it's kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's hard.
Absolutely.
So, like, you can game plan defensively.
The Celtics are playing... I think the Celtics are only playing 8.
Yeah.
But the 8 guys that they play, like, it's a really... Oh, no. Wow, they play... Well, it was because it was a blowout. That's why these other guys got some minutes. But, their normal 8 is their starting 5, Tatum, Horford, Marcus Morris, Jaylen Brown, Kyrie, and then Hayward, Baines, and Rozier. And then Olajay and these other guys got minutes just because. But yeah, they basically play 8. But the 8 that they play
are all real,
with the exception of Aaron Baines, who's
but he does what he needs to do. For that. He's like,
he's a good utility guy. Yeah. He knows his roles. But they've got a really solid 8 guys. We talked earlier about Denver playing 9.
I think 8's about the right. Like 9 seems too much.
But why? Why is that too much?
I don't know. Like it's probably hard to get in a flow. It depends how your substitution pattern too, though. Like, I don't know like if you're subbing, like if you're playing 9 guys, but every guy's just like got one guy they take out. You know what I mean?
Well, Mason Plumlee plays 11 minutes, so basically, Jokic played 43 minutes. How many minutes are there in a game? 48. So they played on the court together for 5 minutes, probably, and then the rest of the other 6 minutes that Plumlee played so he spelled Jokic for 5 minutes. So that's what you would want from your backup center when Jokic is your center, because he's been amazing. And then they basically have 3 guards, Will Barton, Monte Morris, and Malik Beasley, who come in off the bench. Beasley played 20 minutes, Morris played 15, Barton played 13. Yeah. And those between those guys, those 3, and then Gary Harris, Jamal Murray, and Torrey Craig, they're like kind of all the same guy.
Yeah, like they're plug and play guys.
They just have 6 interchangeable guards, basically.
My point is like the playoffs. When it comes to playoffs, depth's overrated. Do you agree with that?
No.
You don't?
Not really.
So I just think you need 8 guys. Because guys in the playoffs are playing more because there's no
those early Warrior teams, their motto was strength in numbers because they were really fucking deep.
But they had a bench, but their bench they still only played like 8 guys.
That's what depth is.
But they only played like 8 guys.
Did they?
Yeah, Sean Livingston, Andre Iguodala, and David West.
I can't think of those teams.
Like early on.
Yeah.
Like they played 8 guys.
That was when Bogut was still there at the beginning.
Leonardo Barbosa. Is that what his name is? Barbosa. He played. Never mind. So
they played 9.
Okay. But I just think it's overrated. Like the Raptors every year, they're always talking about how deep they are, and they always get swept.
This might be the Raptors' year. I guess we already talked about that.
I think the Celtics win.
So who do you think is the Eastern Conference Finals? Celtics, Raptors?
Yeah, I think it's Celtics, Raptors, and I think the Celtics win in 6.
Okay, and then what about in the West?
I think it'll be Trailblazers, Warriors. Warriors probably win that series in 5.
And what about the Blazers? How many games do you think that goes?
5. Oh, I'm talking. That's my Western Conference Finals. This is Warriors.
No, Blazers, Nuggets. How many games do you think that goes?
I could see that going 7.
Yeah,
I could see that. Yeah. I think it goes 6. Because if it goes 7, then I think the Nuggets can win that. If it goes 7, but I think if it goes 6, I think the
a lot is going to depend on Enes Kanter's health.
Yeah, I forgot about he's hurt. I think he'll play.
I mean, I think he'll play.
But I don't know how.
It'll be depend on how effective he's going to be. He's going to be really important. Yeah, with Nurkic out already. Did you see Nurkic was standing on the fucking sidelines?
Did you see his shirt he was wearing? He was like, his shirt was, I was making fun of Westbrook. I can't remember what it said.
Oh, his shirt was making fun of Westbrook?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I can't remember what it said. I might have to look it up. I'm going to have to look it up. It's going to piss me off.
I was just amazed that he was standing up.
Yeah, he came for that second half of that game.
Without crutches, he was fucking standing
for
there.
Real?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You want to watch that injury?
No.
I saw my buddy showed me at work. Do you hear about that gymnast that broke both her ankles and tore every single major ligament in both her knees? She did like this back handspring on her floor routine. She was in college, and her knees came like this and buckled so bad, like you can see them, and it just blew everything out.
Her ankles broke backwards,
and her ankles were like twisted.
Like instead of breaking sideways, like when you roll your ankle, did they break so her foot went forward or backwards? Because if her knees planted and she hyperextended them backwards.
And like I don't know, I real quick glance.
I don't want to look.
No, I'm not gonna show it. It was disgusting.
Yeah, no kidding. That sounds horrible.
Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as the jerk.
Was she going off the pummel horse or whatever?
No, she was just on
called?
the floor routine. It was like doing.
Oh,
flips.
You said that.
Yeah,
Jesus,
did like a triple flip in the air and came down. Dude, gymnastics is crazy.
Yeah,
that shit's wild. You got these fuckers flying, man.
Trine University's getting a gymnastics squad.
I did a year of gymnastics when I was in third grade.
Oh yeah, I think every guy did that shit.
Really?
Probably
I was
probably not.
I was embarrassed to talk about.
No, I did that.
Okay.
I did gymnastics for like 3 years as a kid.
Did they make you try to do the splits and shit? And
Yeah, I could do it, but I could do it then.
I couldn't, dude. It was
because I didn't have a penis or a ball sack back then.
That's true. It just hurt.
It was just, you know. I feel like when you're that young, it doesn't even really exist.
That's true. Okay, the shirt says "Got bricks." Next question with a brick on it.
He wore that out. He was on the court like that.
So you can see it right there. He is on.
I was just fucking amazed that he was standing up after that.
That's pretty impressive.
It was not very long ago.
No, that was like beginning of March, I want to say. So it's like probably been 6 weeks tops.
Yeah. Oh, I guess. Fuck.
Maybe 5 weeks. Maybe it's been 5 weeks. It happened like the week of that I came up here last, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. You got anything else?
Oh, I was going to say that next question thing. What do you think about that? Russ always saying next question to that one guy and just being kind of an asshole up there.
I think that's who Russ is. I think.
What about Paul George doing that next question when he like Russ kind of was like after Game 6? Did you see that?
Did Paul George do it like?
So like they were both up on the podium.
Yeah.
The guy that Billy Trammer guy, I think's his name, Trammer is the guy that Russ always like won't answer questions to.
Yeah.
And he's part of the Oklahoma City Press, like the Journal Gazette or whatever their main newspaper.
Yeah.
And I guess they have some beef or something from a long time, from a while ago.
Yeah.
And yeah,
he asked him a question that pissed him off.
He always asks him
questions.
He
hates him.
And he asked him some question. That was actually a decent question.
He's trying to be fucking objective, and Russ can't understand that.
It was something about you got momentum going in the third quarter or something, and like he asked the question.
And you didn't fucking pass the ball.
Well, like no, it was like a question like what got you guys going type. It was like a decent question, like not slandering Russ at all.
Okay.
Yeah, and Russ goes next question, and then he asked another question, like right back to back, and Russ like looks around the room, doesn't answer. And then somebody, I don't know if that
He's
guy.
He's a little kid.
And then that guy asked, I don't know if it was that guy, but another announcer or reporter then asked Paul George a question right away. And Russ kind of looks at him, or Paul George looks at Russ and looks back and he goes, next question. Like Paul George did too.
A different reporter asked him
I don't know if it was a different reporter or not, but still.
That would make more sense if it was the same one. And Russ was like, "Nah, don't talk to that motherfucker."
Yeah, but that makes Paul George look like a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That's Russell Westbrook. He's a self-absorbed little kid.
He is
who is delusional as fuck.
He
is a little ass kid.
Yeah.
You yelling into the bleachers, telling somebody that you're gonna beat him up. He's like, I'll fucking come up there. Well, you're still standing there, you fucking little bitch.
Yeah,
you're still standing there.
He did say some like racist stuff to him.
Exactly. He's fucking delusional. He's a little kid. He's an idiot, dude.
Yeah. But I'm on Russ's side in that situation. Dude. I don't think you say you beat the shit out of his wife. You don't probably say that.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not like if I was like, I mean, obviously I'm not an African American, so it's hard to talk on. But if I was, and somebody said something like that, I'd definitely probably be saying something back to him.
Those guys hear that. People say that to.
Oh yeah, I know. But Russ is the type of guy that's not going to let you say something
NBA
like that.
Hears that shit every day. They go to major. Well, I don't know. I guess major metropolitan areas generally are.
But the Jazz,
liberal.
I mean, Utah is kind of a racist city anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of
mostly white and
white Mormons.
yeah, and I don't. But still, like if I was in that situation,
You gotta just
I don't know, man. I'm probably saying something
block
back
it out.
because I don't think you should be able to say that shit, like in general, let alone
Yeah,
at a guy that like. That's the bad thing about the NBA or like players. Like fans can honestly boo them and say anything to them. Like let's be real.
yeah.
And be so objected towards them and all the stuff. But as soon as a player does anything back, it's the player's fault.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I think that's like you got to hold the fans accountable if you're going to hold players accountable. You know, that's why I'm just saying.
No, you're right. I think you're right.
Like there's a line that you can't cross.
I just don't like that Russ is yelling at him, telling him like, bro, I'll come up there.
Yeah,
Well,
like I don't.
You're
I
still
think
standing there, dude.
I think Russ
you're
could
not gonna come up there.
Russ probably could have handled that a lot better.
Yeah,
But yeah, like I'm fine with him like saying something to that guy and getting it to the public's attention, be like, hey, let's
Yeah.
get this loser out of here. But at the same time, like
But
you
that's
don't
not
probably
what he did.
No, you don't be like, dude, I'll fuck you up and your wife. You probably don't say that.
Yeah, because you're still standing there. You're like,
And you're
he
Russell
just kept
Westbrook
saying,
too.
Yeah,
You probably shouldn't.
he just kept saying like, trust, like you don't think I will, but I'll come up there. It's like,
Yeah.
well, you're still standing there.
Yeah. Russ probably could have handled that a little better, but I don't know. It's hard to also say. 'cause
Yeah, we're just a couple guys that
I'm never gonna be in
don't
that
play in
situation.
the NBA and aren't African American.
Yeah, so we can't really.
Or you know how Dustin hates being called African American.
does?
He's
Yeah,
like,
I
I'm
don't know.
American, bro.
Yeah,
Why I
I
gotta
don't
be
know.
from Africa?
Yeah, I mean that's true. I just feel like I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess you call
I
like,
just do
white
not
people just
like-
white.
I just don't like Russell Westbrook, man.
I like watching him.
can't-
Like if he's playing, I'm gonna watch him. But
Yeah,
like I don't
because
care.
It's like a fucking car crash.
It's like it's one of those things where like things are going like if you take two balls or something like that and push them like or
Two
whatever
batteries,
whatever it is
same-
together,
yeah.
and then at some point they're just gonna shoot up because like the
The fuck are
pressure.
you talking about?
Like that's what Russ plays like. At some point, like some crazy explosion's gonna happen.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like he's just
Yeah.
gonna keep building this up until like it explodes.
yeah.
That's what I was getting at. I didn't do a very good job explaining
It's
it.
whatever.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, I guess it's fun to watch, but
Because he just plays so hard, and you might see.
does he play that hard?
I think so. I think so. But I mean, he plays hard.
Does
But he
play
plays
any
hard-
harder than any like fucking
I think so.
Al Horford?
He plays harder in a different way. Like he just plays so fast that it's entertaining.
See,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
But he plays like that every night. Like there's guys that are gonna take nights off in the regular season. Like Westbrook doesn't do that. He
But
just
my
plays that
argument
way
is
all the
that
time.
his hard is like,
It's not efficient hard. It's just like
but it's just like you know, like Braden Knight.
fake hustle.
It's like the
yeah.
fake hustle thing.
I think it is part of it, but I think he at the same time he plays extremely hard.
But he's just out of control.
Oh yeah, it's totally inefficient. Like it's one of those things. Work smarter, not harder. And he
Yeah.
he doesn't work smart. He just works extreme. Like tries to work.
But he gets credit for being a guy that works hard and that plays hard. But
Yeah.
like to his detriment, like to
Oh,
his
yeah.
team's detriment, his playing hard doesn't equal
wins. And stuff.
wins or usually
Good
positive
play.
results.
Yeah. It just I don't know. It's just you don't
He
see
just like
stuff.
makes faces and fucking screams when he dunks, and it's like,
He's-
oh man, that guy's fucking playing hard.
It's entertainment, I guess. Yeah, it's like over the top.
Stupid.
Like yeah.
It's for show.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like,
that's
hey, look
100%.
how hard I'm playing. When really, I just dove after a ball that
I mean, he
like I
probably-
could
I
have
don't-
just picked up.
I don't think Russell. I honestly don't know if I've seen Russell dive on a ball.
Yeah.
I just see him run from baseline to baseline really fast.
So he's just moving fast. He's not playing hard. He's just is fast.
Yeah, and it's impressive.
Yeah, and he jumps high and
That's-
then
yeah.
he lands and he fucking screams and
Like,
pounds his chest.
He just has his speed is 110 miles an hour, and it's always 110 miles an hour. There's no change.
That's not good.
That's why I know.
Yeah.
Like there's just nobody else like that. Like everyone else
Yeah.
actually changes speeds. Like he will play 110 miles an hour, full court, half court, inside 3-point line. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Defensively, 110% doesn't matter. 110 miles an hour, whatever.
Yeah, I guess in some cases it's really good, but in a lot of cases it's pretty bad.
It's because it's out of control.
Yeah, like I'd much prefer somebody like Dame who's just in cruise control and
I mean, Dame is.
efficient and
People can finally acknowledge that
possessed and smart.
Dame's better than Westbrook. People
Oh
can
my God,
finally
yes.
acknowledge it.
Yes.
Most people wouldn't until now, but they finally will
Yeah.
because he is. He's probably the third best point guard in the West, maybe in the league. Probably. In
I
the
would
league.
say in the league, Kyrie and stuff.
Steph. Who else? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
Kyrie and Steph.
Is that it? I feel like there's somebody else I thought I was forgetting. I don't
Uh,
know. Well, they consider James Harden. Some people consider him a point guard, I guess. but I don't.
I think Damian Lillard's better than James Harden.
That's a tough one. I don't know who I'd pick over that.
I'd pick Damian Lillard without question.
I don't know. That's a tough one for me. I don't know who I'd pick.
I don't know. I guess at this point...
It depends what system, what type, like who's my head coach. If Mike D'Antonio's my head coach, I'm taking James Harden.
I don't even... Yeah.
Mike D'Antonio makes guards good. He got Steve Nash 2 MVPs.
Yeah, but he never won a championship.
That's fine. I'm just saying he makes guards put up big numbers to win MVPs.
Yeah.
Like Eric Gordon, he inflates.
Steve
he
Nash
inflates
is really
that.
fucking good.
Oh yeah, but like Steve Nash should not have. He got him 2 MVPs.
No, he shouldn't have got one of those. Dirk should have got one of those.
Yeah, and like Tim Duncan, I think or Kobe, one of those two should have got the other one.
Was it? Yeah, it was one of those 3 that should have gotten it. I don't remember.
But I'm fine with Steve getting him. I like Steve Nash.
Yeah, Steve Nash is awesome. I like that he's a player coach and like he does workouts with a lot of the Warriors. I think he's on staff part-time with the Warriors, or he's like a contract employee or whatever for the Warriors.
You know, RJ Barrett's his like godson.
Yeah, that's random.
It's wild.
It's kind of random.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
RJ Barrett's from Canada, right?
Yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, that makes sense. He's from same place that Party Next Door is from, Mississauga.
I think PND's got an album coming out.
Does he?
Soon. I think
so.
so.
That's exciting.
I saw a tweet from like Hip Hop Facts or something that was talking about he's either got one finished
that would make
or
sense.
he's working on it. He hasn't released one. It's been like 3 years. It was
Rihanna hasn't put an album out recently.
Supposedly hers is done too. She just hasn't released it.
Oh God, please! I want.
Yeah, Anti is what you call it, Anti. Was that what her album was called?
Anti.
Yeah, I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know what way it was pronounced. That album was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Rihanna fan, but that album was awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah.
What, because Travis Scott was on it?
No, that just like...
That's my least favorite song on that album.
That song's okay. No, that song...
Okay, can you admit that is Travis Scott's worst song? Woo.
Probably not. There's probably another song out there that's worse.
Which one?
I don't know. Probably couldn't think of it. I don't like Guidance at all off of Birds in the Trap.
What?
Yeah, I don't like that song at all. That's the one song that
I thought that was your favorite I thought that was your favorite Travis Scott album.
No, I don't know.
I feel like they've progressively become your favorite. Like each time one was released, you're like, oh, this is my favorite now.
Rodeo's my least favorite one. But 90210 is probably my favorite Travis song, honestly.
Interesting.
That beat change in the middle is so awesome.
What about the one in this most recent album? You said, that was a transition between songs that you were crazy about.
The transition between songs and...
what are the songs? I forgot. They're it's like somewhere in the middle of the album.
Yeah, no, but I mean the transitions in song, like that whole album are incredible from song to song.
In
Astro World.
In Astro World.
Yeah.
Yeah, the production is really incredible on Astro World.
I know I've talked to you about this, not on the podcast, but I don't know if you ever got around to it. Listen to it. Actually sounds like he takes beats from sounds you'd hear in an amusement park and makes them into songs.
I've tried to do that.
You can't hear it. Like
I get it,
like
a
the
little
Funhouse
bit,
sounds and stuff. Like I hear it all through the album, and like the crowd, crowd
I
screaming.
don't go to
Carousel. Listen, like you hear people be riding a roller coaster screaming in the distance.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I'm about to do that after this. I feel like I've done it.
I haven't listened to that album in a minute.
But yeah, I haven't listened to that in a while either.
I listened to it for like 2 months.
Did you listen to Khaled's album?
Not really.
Free Spirit. I've listened to it a lot. It's really, really fucking good.
Yeah, I mean, I've listened to some songs. The song with John Mayer is really good. Like a lot of that stuff he had was like singles and on that EP, so like those songs are really good.
Yeah, but Saturday Nights and Better were on the EP.
Is Vertigo on?
I don't think so. It might be though.
I can't remember. I haven't really looked at that. I just get I open that album and it's like 20 songs.
Yeah,
and I hate that. I don't like.
Dude, it doesn't feel like that. I just put it on and put the whole album on repeat so that it just keeps playing throughout the album, and it all sounds the same sort of. So it all flows together really good. Is Vertigo on there?
I don't know. Is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, so just Saturday Nights. Better is really fucking good.
Yeah, that song's awesome.
But yeah, I really liked his album. I didn't even realize that John Mayer was on the album. Out of my head, I can't.
Yeah, that song's really good.
I can't think of what that sounds like.
I don't know if he sings or he's playing the guitar.
I'm sure he's just playing the guitar. A lot of people do that with John Mayer. They just get him on a song like Frank had him on a couple songs.
Yeah,
and,
Pink and White. I think was it that it?
I think
on
so.
Bond?
And then there was one in Pyramids that he played, or I think it was Pyramids, the song where he plays
That song's incredible.
that long guitar solo at the end. Yeah, Pyramids is amazing, dude. That might be my favorite song of all time.
I'm trying to
Or
think.
No Limit by Wiz Khalifa. That's another
Did you like
long
that
song.
his mixtape?
Yes,
It sounds like
Dude,
kind of old Wiz.
it
Which
does.
Is good,
It
which
sounds
I
like it's like hard rapping. Like
yeah,
he's like
there's a
really
song
rapping.
I actually downloaded the song. I can't remember what it's called onto my phone from that album. I normally don't do that with Wiz, but that song was really good. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, that album is another one that's like really.
It was like a surprise kind of.
Yeah, it was a surprise,
Yeah.
and it sounds it's like got a good cohesion to it. It
Yeah.
all kind of sounds like it sounds like a project that weren't like Wiz has done. I think to the like mainstream detriment, he's done a lot of projects like Khalifa was kind of just like a bunch of songs that didn't make albums.
Yeah,
that
and he did it
put-
like the same time
and,
that Kendrick Lamar did that Untitled Unmastered.
Khalifa was a
was like
couple of years after that.
That
I
was my
think.
junior year of college. It was like a month apart. I promise.
Khalifa, the album.
Yeah, he released that in
Really?
like May, and then it was like April
Oh,
of 2016.
you know that could be.
'Cause I remember.
Yeah, so he's done a couple albums like that where it seems like they were just not really like cohesive projects.
Yeah,
but
just kinda
this
put
Fly
something together.
Times feels really good.
Like Rolling Papers
Rolling
3
Papers 2 was
it too? Yeah,
was
that wasn't
pretty
bad.
good.
It was okay. It had some songs that were like
It wasn't cohesive enough for me.
Yeah.
Like I wish that the whole thing would have sounded like Bootsy Bellows. That's what I wanted the whole album to feel like. There's a song on there that I think it's called Bootsy Bellows. It's named after, I think it's like a club in LA or something like that. What was I just gonna look up?
I don't know.
Oh, when Khalifa was released.
Khalifa.
Um,
I'm gonna say it was probably May 2016.
You just said fucking 2012 a second ago, Dob.
2012? No.
You just said that. You want me to fucking rewind?
Yeah.
I can't.
Okay. I didn't say 2012. There's no way. 2012. That was like I was in high school.
2016.
Yeah.
And then let's see when.
Untitled Unmastered was all 2016.
Oh, what about 2009? Did you listen to 2009 at all?
With Currency?
Yeah.
No.
It wasn't as good as How Fly what's that?
I'm not a huge Wiz guy, so like a lot of stuff I
There-
don't listen
there-
to a lot of Wiz.
They were just not gonna. Currency and Wiz were just not gonna be able to top the first mixtape.
Okay.
Um.
Yeah, like his like obviously Rolling Papers was great.
Yeah. It was kind of poppy, but
I loved
I think
it.
now it's still really great. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's
I
a
think it's better now than it was when it came out.
It has so many radio
Untitled
hits.
Unmastered came out in 2016
Yeah.
too. Yeah, it did have a lot of radio hits that broke him out mainstream, and then he.
My favorite Wiz Khalifa song is probably This Plane from
God, are you
2000.
serious?
Oh,
Stop.
dude, I love that song.
God damn it!
I think part of the reason is because it brings back memories of me playing AAU basketball.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I just know I listened to that song a lot one summer. Like the summer I discovered Wiz. So it just kind of brings me back. That's the only reason.
I would enjoy to come back full circle. I would really enjoy a Party Next Door album.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shit.
I would really. Yeah.
Yeah. P3 was good.
Yeah, that could be great if
I
it
might
came
listen to
out
that on the
right
ride
now.
home. I listen-
P3, yeah, they're all really good. All those albums are really fucking good. P3 was way longer and got way less attention than 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and there's some really good fucking songs on
1942 is really good.
1942 is really great.
I can't remember. It's been a
I
while.
like
since-
Brown Skin
Brown
a lot.
I
I think 1942 is probably my best song. What was the
Yeah.
single on that song that Trevor and Ian did a little remix to? I forget. The one with the pianos and the
I
little.
don't know. Isn't there a song with? Isn't Drake have a feature on that album? No, I thought no. That's somebody else. It's gonna make me mad if I'm wrong.
I don't think so. No, he doesn't.
didn't?
Oh yeah, Come and See Me.
That's what the song.
the one
that's
I'm thinking
that's
of. Yeah.
that's okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
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 Joy is really good on that
Not nice.
album.
Not nice. Temptations, probably. I think, or maybe it's Transparency. I don't know. It's just really
Some
good.
of those in the middle, like I like High Hopes
High
to
Hopes
start
good.
it off. and then I like don't know how, but those 3 in between, or those 3 or 4 in between, I don't even remember.
Problems.
And then from Problems to Spiteful,
I'm pretty sure those were like 3 of my favorite songs in that
Oh,
album
really?
back in the day. Yeah.
Oh, huh. Yeah, I would like a Party Next Door album.
Yeah. Maybe it was Spiteful. Yeah, Spiteful is really good.
Cool.
I like a little music talk every now and then.
Yeah, I like music.
Yep.
There's people out there that like don't listen to music throughout the day, and like
It's
don't.
crazy. I listen to music, or I'm
like-
always listening to something pretty much all day.
Yeah,
Like
me
at work,
too.
I have my headphones in and I'm listening to like a podcast or talk radio
I
or
haven't-
music.
I haven't listened. You said you listened to Colin Cowherd.
I listen to him. I
frequently.
listen to him every day.
I used to, and then I started doing this, and I
Yeah.
stopped listening to everybody.
I just listen to, like right now with NBA playoffs. It's fun to hear that, and then this is a lot of sports.
Yeah, oh yeah. I kind of miss listening to Colin
Yeah.
Cowherd, but I know that if I listened to Colin Cowherd,
It's gonna
that I
affect-
would
yeah.
that
Like,
I would
that's-
talk about the same stuff, and I would like just regurgitate his opinions because I
Yeah.
always think that like what he says is
It's-
just like,
yeah.
oh wow, what a fucking great analogy.
Yeah, that's what he's so good
He's
at.
so good at analogies. It's
I'll never
amazing.
forget the Russell Westbrook one to car alarm.
Yeah.
That's one of the greatest ones I've ever heard. That one's awesome. I remember listening to that day when he was talking about it.
He's funny because he just has fun with it too. Like
Yeah.
he knows, he kind of just owns the fact that like he's in his late 40s.
I'm
just
pretty. You think he's? I bet he's older than that. I feel like he's like at 50.
Yeah, he could be. You're probably right. He looks good for 50.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually look up how old he is because he's got like a daughter in college.
He looks better than like Joe Rogan's 50, and I mean,
Joe Rogan actually looks pretty good. He's in shape. Though.
well, his face looks older, and like,
but I feel
but
like
it's
he
because
also
of his
did a
facial
lot-
hair.
Yeah, and I feel like he's also
And
done
he's
a
got
bunch
like
of drugs
he's got
back
like
in the
gray
day.
facial hair. Like he's treated his body not quite as well as
like
Colin
he works
Cowherd
out
has.
really well and like lifts
Yeah.
all, and because he's big in UFC and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think
He's also done
he's a-
MDMA
he
and
parties
a lot of partying. Yeah.
because he's a comedian.
Yeah, that's kind of the lifestyle. You stay
Yeah.
up late, you're around cigar smoke all the time. You're smoking a bunch of joints.
Yeah, he smokes a ton.
Who
He-
else am I thinking?
Cowherd's
of that's, like,
55.
50? Okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
Joe Rogan's 50. I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, I think he just turned 51 or just
Damn.
is about to turn 51.
That sober October month he does is crazy.
It's funny.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't watch.
it's incredible
I didn't-
that he's able to make money and just like that's his like life for that
He's
month.
just-
Like he just works out for 12 hours a day
Yeah.
just so he can beat his friends.
I didn't follow it this past year, but October
blew everybody
October
out.
2017, I followed it like every day.
It wasn't even close. Like he absolutely killed everybody. He'd
Of
work
course
out.
he did.
He'd
was
work out
he's
for
fucking doing it with Tom Segura.
Yeah.
And all these overweight these guys. I mean, it's good. It's good that he's getting like those guys lost a lot of weight
Yeah.
doing that with him the first time. Bert Kreischer is the other guy.
He just said like it's true. Like I feel so much better after I lift and run and stuff.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
And yeah. But it's just he would work out like 8 hours. That's insane.
That's a lot.
Like I can't do that's
No,
too much.
I've never done that before ever. The
He
only
said
thing
he
I can
burned,
think of
like-
is like AAU tournaments, but even then, that's not like consistently.
Like a single workout, he
Working
said he
out.
was like 4,000 calories or something that he'd burn because
Yeah,
he'd have one of
he'll-
those heart monitor tracks.
and he'll do like 45 minutes with his heart rate like at between like 160 and 180.
yeah,
that's wild.
Stupid.
That's hard.
That's like long. That's yeah. I don't know why. Yeah.
That's like most of my workouts. My average heart rate is like in the like high 140s to mid
Yeah.
150s.
Like 160 is like
be
you're sprinting.
between 160 and 180 for 45 minutes, or like for like 2 hours.
You're like
That's
just nonstop
that's
sprinting.
crazy.
Yeah, I can't do that.
And to be able to do that at 50 is really awesome. I hope I can do that. I can't do that at 26. So
I'm
I
not gonna
probably
be doing
won't be able
that.
to
I'm
do
just
it.
hoping I'm like able to.
No, part of me thinks that that's a little bit insane. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably good for your heart, probably great for your heart, but it could be, I guess it could be bad
If you overwork it, I
yeah,
would imagine.
yeah.
I would imagine, yeah. At some point, you got to chill out and just like rest.
Just hang out with the kids,
Yeah,
build a fireplace in your backyard.
something like that.
A fireplace? Why do I keep calling it a fireplace?
I don't know,
it's
man.
a fire pit.
I don't know. But is it really a pit?
It's a place too, though.
But is it
it's
a
not
pit?
a pit? I guess no.
It's not a pit yet. See, it's hard. I don't know. Fireplace, fire pit.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go have a fire.
Hey, you know what?
Outside.
That reminds me that this portion of the I Can Do Anything podcast is brought to you by Landscaped.
Oh.
Are there any homeowners out there, Daub? You a homeowner?
Nope, I read.
Guess what? I'm a homeowner. If you own a home, in most cases, you know that you're going to have some yard work. Landscaped is here to help. Landscaped takes pride in having the most extensive catalog of outdoor tools, appliances, furniture, lighting, materials, decor, power supplies, pool and spa, gardening, recreation, water and irrigation, accessories, and more.
Is this where you bought your wheelbarrow barrel?
I got all this stuff on Landscaped, man. Visit our stores across the United States to receive help from our trained landscape architects, take classes and listen to seminars on a wide variety of topics and focus areas, including Gardening 101, Homeowners Construction Best Practices, Insect and Pest Control and Behavior, Creative Materials Concepts, Pool and Spa Maintenance, Fencing and Perimeter Design, Owning Your Space, and many more. Or visit us online at landscaped.com/anything to receive 10% off your first order of $50 or more and $50 off any order of more than $300. That's landscaped.com/anything. A special savings for listeners of the I Can Do Anything podcast.
Talking to you, Mom.
I just fucking used those codes, bought a lawnmower.
Oh, yeah.
Bought myself a lawnmower. I got a fucking wheelbro.
You got a power drill now?
I got a cordless power drill. I'm about to buy a what do they call that? Domesticated. I'm domesticated, Daub.
Yeah.
I'm about to buy a table and fucking chairs for like a dining set for my backyard, so I can just sit and eat in my backyard and drink tea in my backyard.
Nice little.
Hopefully soon I'm going to build a deck back there with my friend Sloan. Sloan, let's build a deck, man. You think Sloan would build a deck for me?
Oh, hell yeah. You know why?
He would love it, man.
Oh, yeah. Because he'd just hang out half the time and then build. It'd be like, we'd stand there and he'd like just put wood together. We'd just stand there and he'd make jokes the whole time about it.
The thing is that he does not fucking have time to build me a deck this summer. But he would do it. He would find the way. He would find time.
This man spent 400 hours of his own time to build a beer pong table.
He spent a whole fucking summer
400 hours
building that thing.
Build a beer pong table.
Oh, you said 400 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's a lot.
Yeah. It was it might have been more than that.
He has way too much shit going on at work. He runs his own fucking business.
I know.
And he would just come over here and build a deck just because we're friends. He'd be like, "Hey, I want a deck."
Yeah.
He'd be like, if you have a deck, I have a deck. Like, well, I don't know if that's how that works, Sloan, but sweet.
Yeah. So I'll be back next week to hang out on my deck. Hey man, if you build a deck in your backyard, all the boys will come hang out on your deck.
Dude, I want it so bad.
It's like a natural.
Because my backyard's not that. It's like big and pretty flat, but it's not flat. Like it feels like it's pretty much flat, but then if you're walking around on it, it's not that flat. It's like kind of angly, and there's like just not like very many large flat spaces to put like even a table.
Say you got a decent. I want to play some badminton. That sounds fun.
Some badminton would be nice back there. You can have a pretty decent frisbee toss back there.
Playing some cornhole.
Maybe
some Beersby.
Yeah, I like Beersby a lot.
It's a good fun game.
I just like having a catch in general. You know, you can go from one corner to the other, and you just throw that thing, and then the other person catches it, and then they throw it back to you, and you just like hang out and look at each other and
maybe
and talk and and enjoy the weather, man. It's great. There's quite possibly nothing better than having a catch. If you really
having a catch, huh? That's what you said.
Just having a catch.
That's what you call
That's
it.
not what I usually call it.
Was gonna say,
but
catch.
Scott Rogers calls it that, and I think it's hilarious.
Having a catch.
So that's how I say it.
Talking about like
he always says, "Have a catch." You want to have a catch? Say, well, let's just go play catch.
Nothing like.
Do you play catch or do you have a catch? Because that's always Scott's argument.
Interesting. I've never thought about that.
Are you playing catch?
You know, hey, there's nothing better than going in the backyard with your dad and just whipping the pigskin around.
Just having a toss, man.
Yeah, man, a little soft toss. Never hurt nobody.
You just sit there and talk about life. You can ask your dad about.
My favorite thing when I was younger was my dad would hit fly balls to me in my front yard.
Yeah.
And I would just wait for the last minute, then start running after, so I make just diving catches.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, I had no routine catches. I was diving all over the
Diving
place.
catches
every
only.
time.
Dude,
every time.
that's what I used to do. My dad would in the living room. He would like throw it into the couch, and then I'd like run and like dive into the couch, and like that's all I wanted to do was do diving catches.
The best thing about pool
Or
is
like-
it's like running and then somebody throws the ball.
Yeah.
And then you just jump in and catch it.
Make amazing catches.
Nothing like I thought of jackpot. You remember jackpot?
Yeah.
I think that I don't know what everyone calls it, but throw the ball.
Jackpot, yeah.
Like jackpot's 100.
I feel like there's another name
Yeah,
for
I
it.
can't remember what people call it.
Yeah, there's another name for it. I don't remember.
I hate those I hate the people that are like the person throwing the ball.
Yeah.
If you played 100 and they just were like 1 point, it's like no one's gonna catch it, dude. No one cares about 1 point.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Those
gotta be like 15.
those fucking kids.
Yeah, those losers.
Did you play wiffle ball?
We had a version. Actually, yeah. There's this kid that I went to high school with that was a grade younger, and he would have a wiffle ball tournament
Yeah.
in their backyard because they had a wiffle ball field that they built
Oh wow.
with like a fence and everything.
That
and
was my
plates.
dream.
It's like a small little wiffle. They got scoreboard and everything. It's
Oh,
wild.
wow.
And every year in like August they have a tournament, and it's like a 3-on-3 tournament.
That's around here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as big anymore.
Dude, let's
He's in
get
college.
into that shit. Let's
He's-
jump into that tournament.
I don't know if he has it anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah, I would be about it. Yeah, I remember we won it, but like, the bad thing was at first like we wouldn't throw the ball too hard pitching
Yeah.
because they have like the backstop and like
Well,
a
it's
square.
hard to hit
and
a
all you got to do
fucking
is hit the square and it's a strike.
Yeah.
So it could be completely out of the end.
That's
like,
what we did too.
it's
That's funny.
And you're just whipping as hard as you can.
Yeah, as long
that-
as it comes back into the thing.
But yeah, it was just a 1-day tournament. Like you play 4 innings, and then it was just 3-on-3, and it was like a $10 buy-in, and it was
That's awesome.
It was a 1-day thing. They grilled out and stuff. It was, and people would come and watch. It was awesome.
That's so cool.
I did it 2 years, I think.
That was my dream. Me and my buddies would like go all over the place playing wiffle ball.
There's
like,
a big
everybody's houses.
Like
had
the
a
world
wiffle ball set
championship
up.
is out here in Ohio, pretty close.
Is it?
Sloan and Ethan and Callie went to it this year. It's like a big party where they're just like,
Why the fuck didn't they ask me if I like wiffle ball? What, I don't look like a guy that wants to go to a wiffle ball tournament?
I don't know. I think they were talking about it when it was that Beer Olympics day.
You know what? I feel like they were.
I'm pretty sure because I remember it was before Ethan left because he went to it.
Ethan just texted me the other day.
Bro, I talked to him a little
Yesterday,
bit, man.
actually.
Yeah, I FaceTime him every now and then.
He said, stay up. He told me to stay up. Or something.
"What the fuck's that mean?
I don't know.
Stay up."
He said, hey, man, hope you're good. Stay up. or
Oh, it's
something.
probably like sending blessings your way.
What if I was down?
Yeah, Ethan.
Do I got to get up? What did he say to me?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him.
It
in
was
a while.
from an email. It wasn't even from a phone. He said, I love you, man. Stay up, young fella.
Oh, bro, I was.
And I texted him back, and then he didn't text me back again.
I never know if his phone works. I've got like 4.
It probably doesn't.
I've got 4 Ethan Riddells in my phone.
I called him like a
contact
week
book.
ago. I was in the car, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to call Ethan. And he didn't answer, and then
I don't know. Like every time
I'm
I
sure
talk to him,
I'm sure
I
he
use,
doesn't have a lot of phone access.
No, every time I talk, well, he goes out all the time, dude. He's all over social media on Instagram. Don't worry.
Oh,
Yeah, so I know he's alive, so I don't have to check on him too much.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, he posts photos. He'll be like, won't post for a week, and then he's the type of guy that'll just post like 10 pictures at once.
Yeah, the whole week's worth of pictures.
Yeah, but I'm like, hey, he's alive. So, but every time I've talked to him, I have to use an app. It's like a FaceTime app. It's like a house party. It's what it's called. Yeah. And like Adam, Will, Ethan, and I. It was like 2 Fridays ago. All 4 of us were in the same like house party talking.
That's funny.
Like FaceTiming. It was pretty cool.
You know that FaceTime does that now. You don't have to.
Yeah,
have
but
that
we couldn't
external
figure it
app.
out. We couldn't
I
figure out how
haven't
to.
been able to figure it out
Yeah.
either.
Yeah. So that's why we just were like, fuck, let's just use the house party app.
Yeah. Huh.
Yes, we tried
Nice.
yeah, I FaceTime a decent amount actually.
Yeah, I usually FaceTime.
Yeah, I'm not calling like if I'm talking to my friends.
I
like,
really only talk to like 3 people though.
Yeah, it's like Will and Adam. I'll FaceTime a lot. Those are the 2 guys really.
I haven't talked to Will in a while.
He FaceTimed me last night. Bob and Jane were out in Pennsylvania with him. They're
Oh,
at the
nice.
casino. Yeah,
I feel like I don't fucking talk to anybody.
I talk to the same people and hang out with the same people.
Yeah, it seems like
Honestly.
you talk to Adam and
I talk to Adam,
Will all
Will.
the time. I guess I did just lose my best friend like 3 months ago. Wow, that was more than 3 months ago now. That was like 6 months ago.
Young Bags.
Yeah, I lost. I
You-
just don't have a best friend anymore.
I feel like I'll be your. You can.
You want to be my
I'll
best
slide
friend?
in. Yeah,
Okay.
I can be. I'm dude.
Sweet.
Dobbs are every man's best friend.
Sloan and I had a little gay moment where he texted me like, you know, man, like, hey, we're really great friends. I was like, dude, yeah, we are really great friends.
Yeah,
like, you're
man.
one of my best friends somehow. Sloan and I just like kind of randomly, just like, or very organically though, like just became like best friends.
Yeah, hey, that's.
I fucking love that guy.
It's all
man.
nat. Yo, Sloan's
great.
awesome. I love Sloan.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like I've got my four best friends from high school that I talk to, and I really hang out with one of them because the rest of them are like one's at Ball State, one's in St. Louis, and the other one's up in Michigan, so I never can see them. And then
are you so you closer with your college friends or your high school friends?
I've got like 4 and 4. There's like that I'm
yeah.
super close with both ways.
Yeah.
But at the same, like it's all equal though at the same time. Like I don't talk like it's not like I text them all the time or hit them up. There's only like a couple guys that I actually FaceTime will be Adam and Will, and we'll like shoot the shit on like a Friday night because I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting in my place watching TV.
And neither are they.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's why. That's part of the
funny.
reason I do it too.
Yeah.
So I know Adam's probably reading a book, and Will's either not doing anything.
No, he's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
He's really not. I'm sure Reading's not all that bad. I'm sure it's not horrible.
It's not. I mean, when I stayed there one night, but we didn't do
That's
anything.
right. You went there for
Yeah.
New Year's Eve, right?
Yeah, I mean, we got there at like 9:00 on Sunday night. We went and picked up pizza and just hung out and watched like the football game. It was the Colts game was on or something.
Yeah.
And then like we woke up the next morning and left right away to go to like
that's
we left
funny.
like noon or 10. I don't even
To
remember.
go where?
To Atlantic City then.
Oh.
And like actually go to our hotel.
You went to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Of course.
To trash your Vegas, basically.
Yeah, of course you went to Atlantic City.
It wasn't
Will
my
likes
idea.
to gamble.
Oh yeah,
That boy
I mean,
likes to gamble.
I won money, so I was cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so paid for like my trip pretty much.
Yeah, I'm close with. I talk to college friends more, and I very rarely talk to my high school friends, but we're still like all great friends.
Yeah,
like,
it's the same. If they're back in town, like I'm hanging out with them.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 7 of us that are still all really close, but we never talk. They do because most of them are in Grand Rapids, but I'm one of the few that's, well, my other buddy's in Milwaukee.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, like every now and then, like I'll hit him up or like just randomly, like kind of make fun of him on like Twitter or something.
Classic.
But
dude.
like nothing crazy. Like it's not like I have an in-depth conversation.
I really like that fucking hoodie.
Yeah.
Can I have it?
I'll sell it to you.
Nah.
Yeah. Nah, I haven't worn it in a while. I wore it the last time I wore it. I went out on like a Friday night and back in January wearing it.
Yeah.
And
not for it's
some
not a
girls,
January coat.
No, but it wasn't like I was in a bar, so like I didn't.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I'm not going to be outside and.
Was that here?
No, I was down in Fort Wayne.
Oh,
and some.
That's right. You go out in Fort Wayne.
No, that was the first time I've been out in Fort Wayne in like 2 years. I don't go out ever. Like I don't. Like I'll go out in Auburn, kind of. Like I'll go to like a restaurant bar.
What's that one in Fort Wayne that you go to? The one that on Thursdays.
Oh no, that was Wednesday back in the day. The Rusty Spur.
There you go.
I lived at that because quarter beer night.
I've never been to the bars in Fort Wayne. I've never been to any bars in Fort Wayne.
Like this was the first time I've been out in like 2 years in Fort Wayne, and like I didn't drink. I just was like DD and.
Yeah.
But like some girl was calling me a douchebag because she's like because of this jacket the whole night, and like she was mean about it. Like. Because she's like, as soon as you open your mouth, you're a fucking douchebag. Like, you're a piece of shit. Like, I was trying to talk to you, and you were pulling out your phone the whole time. And I was like, I don't even know you. Like, I've never talked to you before.
There are donuts on your jacket.
Yeah,
that does
still.
kind of make you a douchebag.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
No.
I mean, if there's donuts on
I
your
don't think
jacket.
so. I wear a lot of donut stuff, so.
Yeah, I know.
Ben Stroker said that. He was like, Dob, you still wearing those fucking donuts? Yeah, man. Never growing up.
Have you ever realized how many, like sayings and like just things that we say that Ben started? Just like a lot of like the slang and like a lot of our language and vernacular has all started with Ben. Like Pussa Boy, even that was Ben. Like just a lot of it.
I'm trying to think of stuff I say. I don't say as much as like a lot of it had to do. We used to say a lot from Trailer Park Boys too.
That's very true.
Which was kind of like everybody's stuff.
Yeah.
Like Bagley kind of was a big one on that. I felt like
Jake loves that show.
I haven't watched it in a while.
No,
they've got.
I mean, it's done, but
yeah. But like stuff, I can't remember some of the sayings. What was?
I can't think of anything either other than like
Pussa Boy.
Pussa Boy.
Talking to me? How you mean was? How you mean was
all
Ben.
all of those are
Talking to me? That's Ben. How you mean? And there's some other stuff that I used to say that I'd say to other people, and I'd be like, wow, you don't understand what I'm
This thing where you
Yeah.
point at your face and then somebody
Yeah.
else's face, that was Ben.
My big one that I say now, I got it from Will Dixon. It's a couple, two, or tree.
Oh, yeah, well, he got that.
Dude,
Him and Jake were doing that.
Okay. I say that all, especially with Adam and I and Will, we always say that to each other for some reason. Like, I'm going to go out.
I don't like that one.
I don't know why we do it. We just do it.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel
going
like
to go have a
lot of
couple,
people
two or
do
three
that.
beers.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'll
Where-
say it to other people and they
What
like,
about
look at me.
all the? Remember how we used to say just everything? We would all the beers, all the this, all
yeah.
of that.
Just
That was
everyone-
Ben.
Yeah, leave them distraught.
Ben.
Yeah.
And then Jake.
Wait, were you in the text message that Will was like TTA?
Time tells all.
Time tells all. That's a good
You know,
one.
time tells all.
Yeah, I was like, well, what do you mean?
I say that a lot actually because
Yeah.
I think that one's funny.
That's a good one because he said it to us and we're like, what do you mean?
anytime I just don't know what to say, I always say, well, you know what they say.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what? TTA. And I don't know what that is. And that's the exact scenario that happened with Will. He
Yeah.
was like, well, you know what they say. And we're like, what do they say? Well, he's like, TTA.
We're like, what?
What the fuck is that?
Time tells
You
all.
know, time tells all. Like, I don't think they say that.
I've never heard it before.
He probably made it up.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I probably didn't.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay.
There's something I was just about to say that I can't remember now.
What?
I can't remember.
Come
now.
on.
I say sometimes it just be like that. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah,
Or
I don't know.
yeah, and you love to see it.
I think
I don't know where
that's
that came
Adam.
You love to see it.
I think that's a California
that or
thing.
you hate to see it. You hate to see it, man.
I think Adam says that a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's where I got that from.
Yeah, I think it is because I was asking him about that. I was like, "What is this thing you're saying?" He says that because he says it all the time.
He does.
He
Yeah,
has.
you love to see it.
He has his California slang though a little bit.
Yeah.
Or just like his words, just some words. I guess he
Those
just like,
Cali teenagers out
on
there scare me.
stilts. What does he say on stilts?
Calvin.
He
Well,
calls girls cats.
Jehovah Calvin on stilts. Jehovah Calvin. On
What the hell is that?
I don't know. That's
I've
what
never heard the first part.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what he like used to say. Jehovah Calvin. Like don't know how it was. Something. You on stilts? Be on stilts.
All right, Daub.
Yeah, it's getting a little late, isn't it?
It is getting a little late.
Well, time to wrap this up.
Yeah.
I got a nice. Oh damn! It's 9:10. I got a nice hour and a half drive.
Oh boy.
Looking forward to it.
All right, man. Well, it was good to see you.
Yeah, man.
Peace.
Till next time.